Alright guys, last hunt of the 21, now 22 season. Doing a little something different today. So it is heritage season here in West Virginia, and what that is they basically set aside 4 days at the end of the season for side lock, muzzleloader, flintlock, or recurve. I don't have a flintlock. I can't hit crap with a recurve, so I've got the old side lock muzzleloader out today, 50 caliber. We got a little bit of weather moving in this afternoon. Temperatures are dropping. We got some snow coming in. I'm excited to get out. It's about noon right now, so I don't really know where I'm gonna go. I don't know where the deer are at right now. I have not hunted at all. I have no cameras out, no intel. So the name of the game is just to find the deer first. So a hunt like this, I just want to be super mobile, super light, not take a bunch of stuff with me, just cover ground, find the deer, and then, you know, over the next couple days, work that area, maybe throw a sit with the saddle or whatever. So for a hunt like this, I actually will take my saddle with me and even maybe 1 or 2 sticks. I'll use the saddle to sit on the ground. If I want to get up in a tree, get up a little bit where I can see over the brush. Name of the game is to just be prepared to either sit in a tree or on the ground and not carry that much stuff and cover ground. So it's been effective for me this past year. I'm excited to get in the woods. Let's go. Since I hadn't been in the woods at all, my strategy for this hunt was simple. Slowly still hunt my way downwind of a few known bedding areas. This is a strategy that has worked very well for me over the years, and I have taken some of my best bucks with this exact tactic. Over the course of the afternoon, I covered 3 different bedding areas and I walked roughly 2 miles. I didn't see much in the way of fresh sign and I only jumped a couple deer with no shots. So for the next hunt, I plan to hit a new area and set up with the saddle. When I'm setting up close to bedding like this, I try to move slow and make as little noise as possible. For this setup, I'm only using 2 sticks with an 8er, which is just high enough to see over the thick brush. Film all this. Of course, I brought my camera arm, base, all that stuff. Just got done setting it up and forgot that I don't have a freaking plate on the camera that I'm holding right now. So that's always fantastic when you carry all that weight for nothing. These deer are just so jumpy. I mean, this late in the season, man, they have been chased hard. And you just can't get away with anything. So I was trying, still hunting. And I definitely got in range yesterday of some deer, but I wasn't being patient enough and I was rushing myself. So I figured the best thing for me to do was just to set up in a likely spot and just wait them out and hopefully get one in range. Basically, this whole side of this ridge is a bedding area. There's a trail up here behind me that's just beat down. And hopefully I'll see him coming in enough time to get swung around in position for a shot. But I'm only 2 sticks high with an 8er, so I'm like, 13 feet. But it's cold tonight. I got a north wind, which I really didn't have any spots that I liked for a north wind. So I'm not super confident about this evening, so we'll see what happens. I hadn't been in the tree for more than an hour when I spotted 3 does coming out of the bedding area, headed right toward my lane. Since I'm filming with just my 360 camera, the deer are hard to see, but keep an eye right in front of this log and you'll see her step into my lane. Meh. Well, I just took a crack at one. I don't think I hit her. I had to squeeze it through some limbs and stuff because that was the only opening that I had. And the gun went off perfect. You know, I squeezed the trigger, I had it right on her. But they ran down. And I think that it was the same too. There could have been another one down there I didn't see. And they ran down this way. And they didn't, neither one of them looked hurt, so. Hopefully it was a clean miss, but I'm going to get down here in a minute and go look and make sure I didn't hit her. But I don't think that I did. There was another one here with them. But I never did get a shot at her. They came up out of that bedding area exactly where I thought they would. She was 40 yards, so good range. I think I might have hit a limb or something. We'll get down here and check, though. I'll make sure, because it could have been a different deer running down through there. I don't know. Now, I would have bet my paycheck that I missed this doe, but this situation shows you should always check and verify just to be sure. Well, I hit her. Good blood here, too. That must have been a different deer that I saw run off. Oh, she's spraying now. That deer's got to be dead. It took me several minutes to get on blood, but once I found her trail, the blood was easy to follow, and after about 120 yards, I spotted my doe. We got her. Alright guys, well, that was a fun hunt. I set up on this bedding area, figuring that there'd be a doe group in here, and they came out exactly like I thought they would. Gave me about a 40-yard shot, and honestly, I thought that I missed her at first. I watched 2 deer run off. There was 3 in the group. There was one out ahead. I didn't get a shot at her, and then these 2 stepped into my lane. So I took a shot at this one, and I watched 2 deer run off, and then they completely circled me. And they acted like they were totally fine, so I thought that I missed. Well, I got down, walked up to where the deer was standing, and there was hair and good blood, like immediately. So it took me a minute, or a couple minutes, to figure out which way she actually ran. And once I got on the blood trail, it was just, she was dumping blood the whole way. I hit her right through the middle of the body, which hit pretty much right where I was aiming. Probably back of the lungs and liver. But nice mature doe. And that caps my 2021-22 season with the old cap and ball. It's pretty awesome. So this is actually the first deer that this gun has ever killed. This gun is my dad's, and he's hunted with it several times and never killed anything. Maybe I broke the curse, but that was pretty awesome. And to do it out of the saddle too, that was really cool. So that was a fun hunt and a really good way to end the season. So I'm tickled to death.